Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing the 20 best makeup products from 20 different brands in under 20 minutes. This is going to be a collaboration with Pruelaroo here on YouTube. We both were tagged to do this by Annette's Makeup Corner, who actually I think that she got this idea from Jen Loves Reviews, but I am inspired to do this by Annette and I will put Annette's channel down below. But I noticed that Annette tagged both me and Pruelaroo to do this video on Instagram, and I immediately thought that this would be a terrific idea, a terrific concept to do as a collab, because I personally, I love watching Pruelaroo and I've been watching her for quite some time. I've been subscribed to her channel for quite a bit and I just love her. Like, I love her videos. I love her content. She has been doing a lot of like review type videos. She does tutorials every now and then, but my favorite videos from her are just like the chit chatty makeup videos that she does, and I really enjoy her content. So I'll put her channel down below. She is a terrific person. I'd highly suggest you guys go and check her channel out. But we're doing this collab video together, and basically, yeah, it is 20 best makeup products from 20 different brands in under 20 minutes. The first item that I want to talk about is from a brand that all of you probably are very familiar with. It is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and my favorite item from Anastasia Beverly Hills comes to no surprise to my regular viewers, but if you're new here, my favorite item is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit. This is a fantastic product and I really wanted to choose it for this video because I think that it is truly one of the more unique, if not the most unique products that Anastasia Beverly Hills has launched. Mine is a little bit shattered, so I have to be a little bit careful with it, but these are beautiful highlighters. They're very like glittery. They're a little bit more, I would say, avant-garde looking. They're definitely not your typical champagne-y, highlightery product. They're a lot more unique than that in my opinion. These are not natural looking highlights. They have a little bit more of a flip to them. They're quite duochrome in my opinion. And I think that a lot of people don't necessarily gravitate towards this palette because they actually look quite glittery. I mean, this is what it looks like, and this is not something that a lot of people want on their cheeks, which is, I guess, a reason why people don't necessarily tend to gravitate towards this. But I think that this is a fantastic product, and I actually got this back when I wasn't necessarily interested in basically putting a lot of different colors on my cheeks. And strangely enough, I actually have been using this a lot more often than I initially anticipated I would. I use it on my face, I use it on my eyelids, and I just love this product so much. It is truly beautiful, and these highlighters are so amazing. Next, I want to talk about Sephora Collection, which is a greatly underrated brand in just like the entire beauty sphere, I think. I have these ones right here. These are the Sephora Collection Cream Lip Stains, and I have 4 shades. I have shade number 5, I have shade number 14, I have shade number 45, and shade number 78. You guys see me use these all the time. I love these so much. The formula is very whipped, the color is very opaque, they glide on beautifully and they stay on, and the whole like feeling of them on the lips, it's very non-drying. They're liquid lipsticks, but they're definitely not liquid lipsticks that will dry your lips out too much. They're really beautiful, they stay on so well, and I absolutely love these. Plus Sephora has like a ton of shades. Next, I want to talk about Colourpop. Now, Colourpop was particularly difficult because like there's so many amazing products from the range, but I wanted to choose products that were underrated. I find that a lot of people actually do try the Colourpop Super Shock shadows and they don't really like them that much. I, however, have found that there are specific key shades of the Colourpop Super Shock shadows that are phenomenal and truly exceptional. So I have in front of me 3 of my favorite top 3 shades. I'm just going to swatch these for you so you can get a sense of how beautiful they look. Let me just sort of, that is amazing. And these stay on beautifully. They don't go anywhere. Let me just swatch Cheap Date for you guys. These are very creamy finishes, but they just glide on beautifully. They stay on, they don't go anywhere. And my eyelids are pretty oily. My skin is quite oily and I live in a very humid and a very hot environment. So for me, like whenever I have a shadow such as this, let me just swatch this one right here. This is called Ladybird. Whenever I have shadows that literally don't move anywhere, that don't like just that don't budge, that just stay on beautifully, that have like this beautiful effect. I am obsessed. I'm wearing Ladybird, this one right here in my inner corner, and I'm just wearing a little bit, but I can layer these, and I have gotten so many compliments on my eyeshadows whenever I have worn even one of these shades. So now I want to talk about Color Drain. Now I've only tried two things from Color Drain. I've tried one of their palettes and one of their single pressed pigments. And I am, of course, going to talk about their palette today. This is such a beautiful palette. This is the Color Drain Vivid Pigments and Shadows palette, and it is so beautiful. I have done so many videos on this. I love it. It is a 16 color eyeshadow palette. There are so many different colors in here. There's something in here for, I think, every single color lover on the planet, and I absolutely love this palette so much. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I have so many different videos featuring this palette, and you can check them out in the cards. The cards will probably be full, but you can check them out on my channel or down below. But this particular palette is so incredibly beautiful. I find myself using it a lot. The quality is really up there. This is probably one of my favorite palettes in my entire collection. Then I really want to talk about Fenty. Now there's some items from Fenty that I really love, and this was another brand that was difficult to pick just one thing from, but I decided to pick the Gloss Bomb. Now these are two of the shades that I have. I only have two. I don't have any more. I have the shade Diamond Milk, which is like this white glossy one, and then I have the shade Fenty Glow, which is like this original sort of like reddish pinkish kind of color. These are so beautiful. They're very moisturizing on the lips. They glide on beautifully. The applicator is giant. It is huge, and they just, I mean, these feel so comfortable on the lips. They're not very sticky at all. I love these so much, and I literally am obsessed with them. And yeah, these are pretty much probably my very favorite, my top favorite Fenty product that I have tried so far. These are beautiful. Next, I want to talk about Lemonhead. And when I think of a unique product that Lemonhead has to offer that is absolutely gorgeous, I think of this product right here. This is the Lemonhead Spacepaste in Adult Film. It is essentially, from what I can tell, a gel, and suspended in this gel are these beautiful like holographic glitter flecks. I personally love applying this on top of like eyeshadows because you apply this on top of your eyeshadow look, and this will basically add like this beautiful like extra like glittery like sheen to your eyes. It is stunning. I will try and put some pictures of me wearing this on the screen so you can see how beautiful this glitter can be. It is beautiful. I love it so much. It is probably one of my favorite products in my collection. It is that good, and it is super unique, and I'd highly recommend it. Physicians Formula is a drugstore brand that I absolutely love. I've tried a few of their products and I love so much of their stuff, but choosing like a favorite product from them was kind of hard, and then I thought about this foundation right here. The Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. This is foundation magic in a bottle. It is so good. This is like my favorite dream foundation. I love it so much. I've been using it a ton. The only reason I haven't like just tossed out all my foundations and used just this one is because I do want to use my other formulas, but this is such a beautiful foundation. This has like this sponge tip that I actually don't really use. I usually just take this and I apply this on the back of my hand, and then I use a brush to apply this foundation to my face. It is a very light coverage. It's very lightweight. It gives your skin like not a luminous look, not a matte look, but a very realistic skin-like kind of look. It's so beautiful. This is probably the most natural looking foundation on my skin, but at the same time, it does provide coverage, and I absolutely love it. Next up, I want to talk about L'Oreal. Now, L'Oreal is like one of the best brands at the drugstore, I think, because like they always come out with some key formulas that are really high quality. I've tried so much of their stuff over the years, and my favorite item from them is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I have used this mascara to death. It is my favorite mascara. I use it so much. I've used up countless tubes of this, and I still keep coming back to it. It is such a gorgeous mascara, and in my mind, it is my favorite L'Oreal product because it literally performs over higher end mascaras that I've tried, and I just keep coming back to it, and I don't want to try anything else because of how amazing this mascara is. I'm wearing it today. I wear it every single time I wear makeup, and I love it so much. Next, I want to talk about Essence. Now, Essence is a drugstore brand that I've tried a lot of stuff from, and I chose these three lip liners from the brand. Now, Essence has a lot of other great stuff for very affordable prices, but I'm choosing these three lip liners, and the shades are number 6, number 11, and number 12. I'm choosing these lip liners because these are phenomenal and I love them so much. My favorite is this nude one right here. It goes on like a dream. It's a very, I'd say, creamy pencil, but it's not too soft. It goes on and it stays on. It doesn't budge. It performs just like, in my opinion, every single high-end lip liner that I've tried, and I actually tend to go for this lip liner over some of my more high-end formulas. These are just so beautiful. I love them so much, and these are only like about a few dollars at the drugstore, really inexpensive. I also want to talk about Bite Beauty. My favorite thing from Bite Beauty is most definitely the Bite Beauty Multistick in the shade Cashew. I love this so much. It's like a very brownie type lipstick, but it can also be used as like a blush on your face. However, I just like using it as a lipstick. It is so creamy. The formula is very thick, but it's very lightweight on the lips. It's very opaque, and it looks absolutely stunning. It is like a very, I would say, typical lipstick, but there's so much pigment in there and it just looks phenomenal on the lips. It's a very matte formula and I absolutely love this. This is my most used Bite product. I love it so much and I'd highly recommend it. I also want to talk about a drugstore brand, Rimmel, that I've tried a lot from and I love their brand. They have some things that I like and then some things that I don't like as much, but this is something that is my favorite from the entire brand. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color, and my favorite shade, well, the only shade that I actually own, is the shade Mocha. Now this is like your beautiful, like peachy kind of like pinky nude color. It just is so stunning. This is so very lightweight. It just goes on so beautifully, and this really packs a punch, especially since considering the fact that this formula is very lightweight, and I love it so much. This is absolutely a beautiful color. I think that it's gorgeous. This is one of my favorite nudes in my collection. I love it so much, and the formula is beautiful, and the color, well, the color speaks for itself. I personally love it so much. I think it's amazing. Next up, I want to talk about Juvia's Place. Now, I want to just pick a product from Juvia's Place that was really high quality, but a one that I consider to be very unique and very multi-use, I'd say, and I chose the Juvia's Place Festival palette. Now, this is actually one that I'm wearing on my eyes today. I am wearing like this beautiful like pink color on the lids, and this is a palette that consists of 9 pans, and they have different finishes in here. They have some mattes, they have some metallics as well, and I love this palette so much. There's so much in here. There are some warm tones, there are some cool tones. My favorite most used shadows are definitely this white color, this orange, this pink, and this red. I love these so much, and I think that the quality is beautiful. This red is one of the best in my collection. It is beautiful, and this like just highlighter white color is like a pure metallic white. Simply stunning, simply beautiful. I love it. You can use it for on your face, and I love it as a highlighter. It is so reflective, it is so bright, it's so vivid, and you can use it as an inner corner highlight. I just love this palette so much. The quality is amazing, and I have done so many looks with it, and I don't think I ever want to let this palette go. I'm going to move right on along and talk about Morphe. Now, Morphe is a brand that I own a lot of things from, surprisingly, but when it came to my favorite product from Morphe, I instantly thought of the palettes, and my favorite palette from Morphe is pretty much the 39A, and I haven't used this in a while, and I definitely leave certain parts of this palette untouched. But I mean, this entire like 2 rows right here, this like section right here, I love this palette so much, and it's so versatile. A lot of these colors are colors that I don't own duplicates of in my collection, particularly like this green color, this color right here, and this color. And I mean, the quality of these shadows is, in my opinion, pretty good, and these shadows are also really easy to use. I was actually considering picking my James Charles and Morphe palette because I love it as well. It is so, so beautiful. But unfortunately, I think that this palette is a little bit difficult to use. However, the 39A palette, I mean, I don't think I've ever done a look with this palette that I didn't absolutely love, and these shadows are super easy to use, and they're so beautiful. I love them. Next, let's talk about Huda Beauty. Now, my favorite item from Huda Beauty is, in fact, this one right here. This is the Huda Beauty Lip Strobe, and I have the shade Snobby. This, in my opinion, is such like a beautiful gloss. It is very pink. It has like a really strong pink reflect, but it is very lightweight on the lips. It really just looks so beautiful, and it's very comfortable on the lips. It's not sticky, it's not stringy. It is just really reflective, and it's very impactful, which I love. Then I really want to talk about Milani. Now, Milani is another brand that was very difficult to choose my favorite item from, and I was toying with a few products that I was planning on showcasing, but then I decided to choose these products right here, which are simply, in my mind, the best that Milani has to offer. These are their baked blushes. I have 4 shades. I have the shade number 6, Bellissimo Bronze. This is actually one that I'm wearing on my face right now. It's a beautiful, like, bronzy, just such a beautiful shade. These blushes have a little bit of a shimmer to them, but that just serves to give your cheeks like this beautiful, like, just glow. I love it. e.l.f. is actually a brand that I used to love a ton, and I've tried a lot of their stuff. I haven't tried any of their recent launches, but whenever I think of e.l.f., I think my favorite e.l.f. product would have to be these lipsticks, and I have 2 shades. I have Nicely Nude, and then I have Runway Pink. This is what it looks like right here. Sorry, my swatches are terrible. And then the other one, Runway Pink. This is like a beautiful, slightly more nude pink color. They're very similar in tone. They're very moisturizing on the lips. They're a cream finish, and the quality of these is so good. Wet n Wild is another brand that I found very difficult to choose a favorite product from because I love so much of their stuff, and I'm actually wearing their highlight on my cheeks right now. But like, I love a lot of Wet n Wild products, but whenever I think of my favorite one, like the truly unforgettable one that I love so much, I actually think of like a $2 lipstick, and that's this one right here. I have the shade number 902C, but I have a whole ton of other shades, but this is the one that I want to talk about today because this is truly, in my opinion, one of my favorite nude lipsticks like ever. It is absolutely stunning. I love it so much. The formula is very smooth, it's very buttery, it's very opaque. Speaking of lipsticks, I find that it is so important for me to talk about this one right here. This is the MUA Makeup Academy lipstick, and today I have the shade number 255 Rose. This is a pink lipstick that absolutely rocks my world. The formula is opaque. The finish, it's matte, but it's far from drying. It is such a creamy formula. It just stays on, it glides on, it stays on, and the color is so just vivid. I also want to talk about Revlon, which is another drugstore brand, and yes, I love their lipstick. This is the shade number 467 Plum Baby. I find that Revlon is a brand that not a lot of people talk about, and I admit I have not tried a lot of their products, but I've tried a few. But whenever I think of their product range, I immediately think of this lipstick. This is such a beautiful color. It is a little bit of a sheerer, more of a glossier / metallic finish. I'm actually wearing it today over a brown lipstick. I love wearing it as a topper because of that like glossier look to it. It is so beautiful. It looks amazing on the lips. It's very moisturizing, and truly it reminds me of a higher end lipstick in a drugstore packaging. Last but not least, I absolutely must talk about Kylie Cosmetics. It is this highlighter, which is probably one of the most underrated highlighters in the industry because I don't actually see a ton of people talking about this, but it is truly phenomenal. This is in the shade Santorini. It is a loose highlight, and let me take some off the lid and show you just how vivid it is. And the thing is, whenever you swatch this highlight, it doesn't really look that reflective, but when you put it on your cheeks or like on any part of your face, it looks beautiful. This is a gorgeous product. I mean, bravo Kylie Jenner for coming out with something like this, because this is so beautiful. It's very finely milled. It is very just bam in your face reflective. It is probably one of my most vivid highlighters in my collection. It is simply stunning. Those were all the products I want to mention today. Those are 20 of their best products from 20 different brands. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. But before I go, I just want to say thank you so much, Pruelaroo, for agreeing to collaborate on this video for me. I was so excited to do it, and I'm very very excited to see your video when it comes out. So guys, if you are willing to check out Pruelaroo, and I'd highly recommend you do so, go check out her channel down below, and I'll put her video down below as well. Please go check it out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.